to own it. Just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here. Oh, we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you.
So we are here at the Clovis Rodeo with the awesome Luke Mackey. That was so amazing.
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
Wow, so what kind of adrenaline goes through you when you're like on it?
Oh, right there, a lot was going through my head. I needed to hang on to that one. He bucked me off before, so I didn't want to fall off again.
They said the best score of like the whole weekend. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels pretty good, and there's only one day left, so I think I might have got the win. So we'll see.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been riding sheep and stuff since I was 3 years old, and just kind of made my way up through the steers and junior bulls, and now I'm here in the professional PRCA.
Is it weird that you're like ranked so high so fast? You just like climbed up there really quickly. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels good. It's where I need to be to go back to the NFR, and I'm definitely trying to make it back to the NFR a second time this year.
So that's the goal? That's the plan?
Yes, ma'am.
How far does it go? Like, what's the ideal, the end-all, be-all in bull riding?
So you ride all winter and all summer, and then you go to the NFR, and then you start off a new year, and you just got to be in the top 15 to go to the NFR. And last year, I went into the NFR 15th and climbed my way up to 7th in the world. So it was a pretty big accomplishment, and I was a rookie last year, so I'm just trying to keep it going and keep riding bulls the way I have been.
Who's your favorite bull rider?
Shoot, I look up to everyone that rides good and just has a good attitude towards it, but I don't know myself.
Are there certain goals where it's like there's certain people that you want to beat where you're like, oh, once I've done this, then it's good. Once I beat this person, once I beat their time, then does it work like that or not really?
No, not really at all like that, because you're really going. You have a partner with your bull, so as long as your bull bucks good, then you did your job, and that's all you can really do about it. So.
How long do you plan on doing this for?
Oh, shoot, at least another 10, 15 years.
What's the lifespan for an average bull rider?
Shoot, there's still some people that ride in 30, 35, 40, I don't know. There's like an old timers deal too, where a bunch of like older people, they ride bulls and stuff, but they're easier bulls, but it's pretty cool.
What about your friends? Do you have any friends that you kind of started this out with and that they're riding too?
Yeah, my buddy Wade Tooney, he's here with me today, and I've rode calves and steers and sheep with him ever since I was just little. And this guy Robbie right here, he's been riding on the res with me also, but we really started hanging out these last couple years.
Well, that's good that you guys would all be friends. So it's not like that competitive where you, or is it kind of competitive?
It ain't no like boxing tournament, but yeah, it's pretty competitive, but you just got to work with your animal and just have fun.
Do you have a trainer?
Just myself.
Really? There's no one that kind of...
My grandpa, he gets on to me, but he helps me out with my bull riding a lot.
Because isn't it like still technique and stuff? There's still like all the tricks of like...
Yeah, we don't, we just kind of keep it simple, but we do a little workout, but mostly just practice bulls, and so you really don't need someone to train with, just it's more of kind of all on yourself.
What's the worst you've ever gotten hurt?
Oh, shoot. Last time I got on that little bull I got on today, he gut stomped me pretty good, but it wasn't too bad, but it hurt pretty good right in the stomach, but... about it, maybe broken wrist.
Well, you land really well. That's what it's like. The way that you landed, it's like such a pro. You know, like you just jump off like it's.
I've been slammed enough to where I like jumping off on my feet.
Well, we can't wait to see like you go really far. Where can everybody follow you?
Just follow me on my Instagram, Cool Hand Luke, and my Facebook, Luke Mackey. But
are you good about telling everybody we're going to be at your next show the next time so people can?
Yeah, I post my my next events I'm going to be going to on my Facebook. So once every month or whenever my schedule runs out, I'll post a new schedule on my Facebook to keep the fans and everyone updated.
Have you met any like people that you were fans of prior to this that you got to meet since you've been doing this?
Yeah, at the NFR, there's quite a few fans that I didn't know I had, but whenever they seen me there, they showed up.
Have you met some famous people that you didn't even know like followed bull riding?
Oh, yeah, we went to the Hondo and they had like Jason Aldean pulling the bull ropes, and they had a bunch of cool stuff like that. And I think Post Malone pulled my buddy's bull rope last year at I think it was Spanish Fork, Utah. So it's pretty cool.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today. It was so worth it. I hope to see you ride again.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be riding them.
Thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks for inviting me.
Okay, so what do you typically play?
I do a lot of country, do a lot of covers. Sometimes I'll throw in some different stuff that not a lot of people would play. Like I'll do some Stone Temple Pilots or stuff like that, or like Audio Slave, which I really like doing a lot of grungy songs like that, but mainly like new country, old country.
Oh, wow. How long have you been playing?
I'd say like a little under a year and a half, like year and 4 months. But yeah.
Wow, and then that's really just like, hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to do this and people like it, and that's awesome. Where have you played at so far?
I've played a few places. I've done a couple like little private events up in the hills, mountains. I've played at Two Ravens. I'm supposed to be going back there. I've played at Second Sun Brews. I've played at bars up in Raymond, stuff like that. Yeah, and then I've played for like some other people, like producers, stuff like that. So
what do people ask you to play? What's some of the requests you've been getting?
A lot of people always ask me like, oh, play Ella Langley, oh, play Morgan Wallen. I'm like, no. I mean, sometimes I do take requests, but a lot of the times it's I play what I like, and most people like that too. So
what's something that you really never want to play?
Morgan Wallen.
Really?
Everyone asks me for Morgan Wallen. I mean, I like Morgan Wallen. I think he's a really good like musician, and I respect him for that, but I don't like a lot of his stuff. I mean, he has good music, but it's overheard in my ears, so.
I feel that way too with a lot of music that just gets overheard, and you're just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to play for us?
I have an original called County Lines that I wrote one night, so I can go ahead and get into that. But yeah, it's been played, I'd say, 3 times at shows, maybe twice.
Well, I feel special. Are you actually going to record in the studio sometimes so we can all hear it?
Yeah, it's fully recorded.
Oh, it is? So we can actually...
It's like almost fully recorded.
So eventually we can start putting it on our Instagrams and stuff?
Yeah, it's in works right now, but yeah, it sounds a lot different when it's acoustic versus with drums and electric guitar and all sorts of different instruments being added in. But
when you guys have been performing shows, is it just been you, or you've been taking a band?
I've done both, but a lot of them, like majority of them, is just me solo. I'll just go.
It's hard to get a band together, like for right? Like you're more available in the band. That's what I hear all the time.
Like my guitarist, he's gone 24/7, or he's busy with school, but he's from like Turlock, and he's in like a farming family, so he's going to the coast every weekend to do farming stuff, agriculture stuff out there. But my drummer, he's also busy because he's in like 4 bands, 3 bands.
So they're good just for kind of recording only.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, my last not my last show, 2 shows ago, I had my drummer with me on stage, so that was nice. Played a little bit of John Party with him, some other stuff. We did a cover of Creep by Stone Temple Pilots that really turned some ears.
Awesome. Okay, so I want to hear this song.
All right, let's get into it. It's a little bit of a louder song, so if I hurt your ears for a second, I'm sorry. Bit of a throat ripper, so it gets kind of loud for a second, but...
Oh, no, it's great. So have you always sang, too?
No, I never sang or played guitar ever. I got a guitar for Christmas one year, because I really wanted one, and then I picked up... I don't know, singing kind of came with it. It's like one came with the other, so it's kind of really weird.
Wow, and now you do it. So why did you write this song? What inspired you?
A lot of things inspired me for this song, but I don't know, sometimes you feel like you get in a spot where you have to push your way out, you know, if it's something that has to do with like religion or relationships or anything going on in your life, and it's like you run away, you find that special place, you know, you go to where you need to be in life, you strive, you achieve, you just keep pushing, and that's what that kind of song is about. But I wrote that in my room with my buddy Corbin, who's one of my good friends, and he plays guitar. He kind of got me like really into this whole entire thing, because I was always into music, but he really kind of like pushed me. And I'm good with making lyrics. Like I have a lot of other songs that I've been dabbling with and messing with, but yeah, it's been fun. And then it all came together with my drummer and my guitar. So
wow, that is super impressive. Where do you see yourself going with all of this?
I want to take it to the highest level, you know, like that song is kind of like a weird mix for me. Like that's not a normal song I'd play, because it's kind of a mix between country and grunge. It's not like my my voice usually sits when I'm singing, so it's kind of a weird one to push out. But with like my other songs and stuff, which I'll get to later. But I want to eventually go to Nashville and go out there and play. But yeah, just wherever the wind takes me, I guess.
Wow, and then you'll start opening for all these bands. That'll be really awesome.
I think I am this summer opening for a band. I've been talking to a couple people about it. I've heard a couple names. I don't want to drop them yet.
That's fine. Don't do it till it happens.
Yeah.
But we need to follow you so we can see. So what's your socials?
Jake Herndon _1 is my Instagram, and then I think it's Jake Herndon is my TikTok. And
you're good about telling us, hey, catch me here, catch me there.
Yeah, I usually post about it. Yeah, I met this guy at one of my shows. His name's Gnarly Charlie. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Of course, he's been on the show.
Yeah, he really likes me. I think he's funny. He's hilarious. But he's talking to me and he wants me to open up for
some good. Well, he has the hookup. So
yeah, he does. He saw me at my show with the drummer, and that was a really good show for me. Everything was perfect. Sounded good on that show, so that was.
Wow, that is super impressive. And then if you had to open for anybody, who would be your first bag?
Gavin Adcock.
Really?
I love Gavin Adcock. He's one of my favorite country artists. Either him or there's a lot of hard choices. I would say him. I would love to open for John Party or even like Luke Bryan, Blake Shelton, like anyone, really.
Are you talking to anyone to collab on vocals or anything, or collab on writing?
Not really, but I've had some thoughts recently about who I'd like to work with, just people that I've played with before. So hopefully that can happen, but it's hard to get times together where people can actually sit down and do that with you. So.
Right. Is there a lot of people who are musical in your family, or are you like the first one to kind of do this?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. My cousin, she's an insane singer. She's got a crazy voice, so it kind of puts me down to shame a little bit, but I'm trying to get above that level. But I think she's done a couple shows before when she was younger, but she doesn't do that now. And I have my cousin Ryan, who is pretty musically talented as well. He could drum, play guitar, play piano. His dad is actually in a band, and he tours too. He went to Germany not that long ago and played over there. He does bass guitar, so yeah.
So how do you feel about people doing all these AI songs? Do you feel like we're losing our real talent?
Yeah, definitely, easily. Even with stuff like auto-tune too. Even if you take a video of you singing the song and upload it to an AI or artificial intelligence, you're like, hey, make this sound better, or hey, do this, do that. You never know. Anyone could do that.
Right. It's getting a great. So it's really cool that you're young and you were actually doing this yourself. The old-fashioned way of picking up a guitar and learning. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. As soon as I played, I went and auditioned for American Idol, and that was pretty fun. But
when was that?
August, I think.
Oh,
or
wow.
No. Yeah.
How long did you have to wait in line, or how does that work?
I posted a video of me playing this song called Jersey Giant. It's an unreleased song, and I played that song and I sent it to a producer to American Idol, and then they called me back within a week or less. So.
Does the audition make it on the show? Or we don't know?
It's not on yet. It'll probably be next year if it does happen. But there's talks about me coming back in April, but I don't think I'm going to go because I've been busy with all these shows and stuff. But I made it through a few rounds, third round, fourth round, something like that.
Oh, wow, so you did? So you will be on American Idol, so we can watch it?
Possibly. What's
a possibly? Because sometimes...
not sure. I mean, I haven't heard from them in forever.
Because I think if you make it to the rounds, they have to air all that, right? Because you technically made it on...
Yeah, it made it technically. I mean, they bypassed me because I forget his name. If I had my phone, I'd tell you, but I have a couple the producer's phone numbers, and they would text or call me every day, every so often, and they'd be like, hey, so what do you plan on playing? And I told them one song was Like a Stone by Audioslave, and they were like, guess who sings that song every day behind the scenes? I was like, who? And he was like, Carrie Underwood, that's your judge this year, one of your judges. And I was like, oh, I'll do an acoustic cover of it, and I think it did pretty good. But yeah, I was so fresh into playing guitar. I could have made it a lot further if I didn't start playing a few months before that, pretty much.
I've never even heard. I can't even believe how quick that's all going. Was it really nerve-wracking?
Oh, my heart felt like it was going to jump out of my chest. I couldn't breathe. I was starstruck. I was like, you're telling me I had to sing in front of people that do this stuff
But you just kind of like
but I
got in the zone.
I went to the zone. I messed up watching back some of the videos I have of me there like playing. I messed up a couple times on the guitar, but
did you know that you messed up or no one until you look back?
No, I knew I messed up. I could feel it, hear it. It's like I'm so in tune when I'm playing. It's like.
But you still made it through rounds, so that's pretty cool.
Surprising. I don't know how. Like. Now, if I were to go back now, like doing the songs that I do.
Well, you got to go back if they want you to go back.
I might, yeah. But if I'm already surpassed that level of needing like that kind of thing, then if I'm doing shows and opening for people, I mean, I could go back. It could be good for me, but you never know.
Wow. So that must have been fun meeting them all.
I never really got to meet them because I did it all online. Like it was all on Zoom meetings and stuff like that. And I was gonna go to Nashville. And I think one of them actually did email me. It was like, you need to come to Nashville and do it. And then I kind of just like dropped the whole thing. And I was like, I don't have time for that. Like I was a full-time college student. Like.
And you're not anymore?
Not currently, no. I'm taking this semester off and then I'm doing a little bit of a switch around. So in August, I'm leaving to lineman school. So I'll be over there. And then
that's going to be busy.
Yeah. I mean, my lineman school's only 2.5, 3 months, and it's only on the weekends. So
perfect.
The week is all for music, and if I go big before that, then maybe I won't have to go, and it'll all work out in the end. You never know.
Oh, what were you going to school for initially?
I was going to I wanted to be a chiropractor, and then I changed it up, and I wanted to do like medical device sales, and then I was like, nah, it's not really me. I was kind of following.
There's a degree for that, for medical device sales? I didn't even know that.
Well, it's kinesiology with a minor in business, so that really helps you get into that, but there's not really a degree itself where it's like, oh, I need to do this, but there's a lot of things that make you look more appealing on a resume, so.
Well, this is awesome. So do you want to end this on another note, on another song? What's your other go-to? Like
go-to song?
Yeah.
Like of my own?
Yeah.
I have a couple songs that I'd go to. There's something I've been working on recently, like the past few days, that I haven't fully finished it yet, but I can give you what I got.
You can give us a little bit off.
I can give you a snippet.
Because then we'll know there's more to come, which is great.
Yeah, this is more country influenced, like a lot more. This one I wrote by myself too. So there's a difference between me when I'm writing something by myself, when it's coming from my heart, than when it's coming from a group of people sitting in a room saying, hey, we need to do this. When people try to push stuff other ways, it usually doesn't work out for me the best, because I don't know, but with my like band, the way we do things, it's perfect. Like they let me do the lyrics and get it done, and then I just let them go wild with the song, and I let them push it however they want. But the lyrics, that's something I kind of want to keep on my own end. So that might be difficult for people to hear, but. Off your blouse, it's a house full of crime, and I gotta go now. You let me hold your hand. You try, you cry, you come over the night I saw you running round a crazy kid. All I know on the air I off your blouse, it's a house full of crime.
I love that. That is so awesome.
That's kind of some of those lyrics are set in stone. Some of them I kind of just played with him on the spot and changed some things out. But that was the only things I really had set in stone for that song is the take off your blouse, this is a house full of crime, which is kind of like, I was kind of making a little like love runaway song, but the rest of that was pretty much freestyle.
Wow.
Some of it was I already had, but I threw it around a little bit.
Where are you going to play at on May 9th?
So May 9th, I'm going to be at Second Sons Brews. It's a bar I play at, or it's like a brewery I play at every so often. It's not anything big or crazy, but it's fun to play there. I get a lot of people I know often because it's kind of close to where I'm from, so see a lot of familiar faces that I haven't seen forever, so it's fun.
Cool, and you let us know where you're going to be on your social media. You always put it out there, right?
Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, I definitely want to come to your show. You could probably come to that one, so
yeah.
Yes.
Then I'll be probably over summer, be playing at Two Ravens again. So
well, I go there a lot too, so. Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see you live with the whole shebang and everything.
Yeah.
That'll be really fun. Bring our friends out and everything. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
No problem.
And over it, when you're really famous, you have to come back.
I will, whenever.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
No problem.
Well, I like that you're here. So where do you live right now?
So right now I'm back and forth between Maryland and California, but I'm mainly in Maryland. I've spent the last few months in Maryland, but I'm back and forth.
What's in Maryland?
So in Maryland, pretty much everything, that's where I'm based off. I recently graduated from Towson University. So schools in Maryland, families in Maryland, and a lot of my supporters are in Maryland.
That is really cool. So what do you do?
So right now I'm a clothing brand owner. I do a lot of analytics. I do a lot of modeling. I do a lot of jewelry making. For example, I made this for you. I heard that you do a lot of like bodybuilding and personal training and things like that.
Oh my goodness.
So that's like a bodysuit, and that logo on it is In That Mode. It's long sleeves, something that you could wear when you're just, in the gym.
Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this. I will totally wear this and post it because that's what I do. I'm always working out. This is really nice. So you made this, and this is a really cool logo. So this is your logo. What does it say?
So it says In That Mode, and it's also color reflective. So if you take a picture with the flash, it'll change colors.
Oh my, I've never heard of that. That's really cool. Oh my gosh, so how did you get into designing clothes?
So since I was like 16, I've been designing clothes, but when I was a child, my dad used to tell me I should start my own clothing brand. One day he asked me, like, who's the coolest kid in your school? And I really thought about it, and I realized it was myself. He's like, start a clothing brand. And I did, and it took off. Ever since I was 16, I've made $100,000. And I'm 22 every year.
That is really impressive. And it's funny, I felt like that was like oversaturated. At one point, like everybody was doing it and they were really just slapping logos onto like existing stuff. And this, I could tell, is like different and cool and like really well designed. Yeah. So how did you know like you had something more than all these other people that are just starting? Like how did you come to this?
So honestly, I just don't give up. In the beginning, I was the type of person to take my logo and just put it on existing things, because you have to start from somewhere.
Right.
Once you start doing that, then you're able to come up with tech packs and design things and get manufacturers to actually make everything for you. But while you're trying to generate your money, if you have people that want to support you, like how my dad said, who's the coolest kid? And it was me. And everybody wants to just give me their money for something legal that I'm doing. Like I'm designing t-shirts, putting my logo on them. People want to give me that. I can build up and scale up to larger things.
And like, what made you come up with this? This is super cool. I'm always looking for stuff like this. That's why I love this.
So what made me come up with something like long sleeve for women, that is an old piece in like 2022. I'm trying to bring back things like that because, like Skims and all those other things. I wanted something for women to be able to feel comfortable and confident when they go to the gym, something that'll make them like, want to keep going and something they can stretch in, Not something too tight, something that might be too revealing for them, something that just makes them feel secure.
I love this. So do you have friends that are like, okay, try this on. I'll go work out in this. I'll tell me how this. Do you have like the guinea pigs of like?
Yeah. So my friend Jamal Harvey, he's a boxer actually. You should look him up. He's signed to Jake Paul's MVP Promotions. He just fought in Madison Square Gardens like 2-3 days ago. That's why I just came here from New York. So he fought in Madison Square Gardens. He knocked the person out in the 5th round. When he was doing it, he was wearing the logo like this, and the shirt that he walked out in, I actually designed for him. And when we came to the understanding the design in the shirt, I know that it's a lot of people that he's going to see. A lot of people are going to want his autograph. So let's just put that autograph on the artwork.
Oh my goodness! Wow. So what was the response on that?
So when we were out there, everybody wanted a shirt. Unfortunately we sold out too many because we don't have, thousands of millions of dollars to have thousands of shirts to give to that whole arena.
But that must have been really special. Those people that got it, they're going to be like, that's going to be worth something.
We stayed out in the food court so we could take pictures with all the people that want to support them and give them a chance to actually get that experience. If you got the shirt, then you got the shirt because you was there on time. But
how fun was that to be in Madison Square Garden watching a fight?
That was amazing because I grew up with him, so I've seen him progress, and to see him be able to put on in that large environment with all these people. We came in contact with Johnny Dang, a bunch of other jewelers, a bunch of other boxers, Jake Paul himself. It's just amazing to just be in that type of environment.
And so the logo, I love the logo. How did you come up with this? Tell us the story.
This one right here is in that mode. It's basically when you feel like you're doing everything, everything's going right. And then when I came up with this one, I was already doing the rich one, which is basically you have to take a risk to get rich, which is basically what I was doing when I came up with the first one. I just took the little bit of money I had, asked my family members for some investment money, and invested into myself. Then when I was doing that and I was using up some of the scraps so I didn't have to ask them, I felt like I was in that mode, in that zone. So that's how I came up with this one. I'm recycling the scraps from the old pieces
reinvesting in it. I love that. That's how to really be successful, is to reinvest that. I love that. Oh my goodness. So do you do jewelry as well?
Yes. So this piece right here I created, it also glows in the dark, and it has my childhood picture on there.
That is so wild. I love that. So do you have any jewelry we could buy?
Yeah, so you guys can check me out, Crafty's Luminous Adorn. That's my jewelry page on Instagram, or you can just contact me, 202-431-3464.
Do you do custom stuff?
Yes, ma'am. This is a custom piece.
Well, I can tell that is.
I made Jamal Harvey a custom piece too because he fought in the Olympics. However, he didn't medal. So I know he was felt like the work that he put in, it wasn't worth it. So I made him an Olympic medal, with our stuff, if that makes sense.
That is really cool.
I appreciate it.
That is awesome. Okay, so we got sportswear, we got jewelry. What else? I feel like you do 5 million things.
Sportswear, jewelry. We just got an ice cream shop in Fresno. My dad and everybody's working on. We just doing pretty much everything.
Well, why didn't you bring the ice cream? Well, not before I wear this, though. After I work out, I'll come and get the ice cream.
For sure. You definitely
Where's the ice cream shop?
The ice cream shop is in Fresno, between Webster and, it's on North Hughes Avenue. I'm not too familiar with the location, but it's on Clinton 99, right off the Clinton 99.
Okay, I'll have to come check it out. Not like I need ice cream, but why not? Let's splurge every now and then.
What's your favorite type of ice cream?
I love cookies and cream or chocolate chip cookie dough.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and we'll give everybody a promo code. What you want the promo code to be? So if somebody comes to the shop and they got some ice cream.
Everything's Sparkle.
Sparkle. So if you come to the shop and you say Sparkle, we'll give you a buy one, get one free.
So what's the name again?
Thrifty's Ice Cream.
Okay.
And it's on North Hughes Avenue.
I love that. Oh my goodness. So you guys got so much going on, and then you model on the side. Who are you modeling for?
So right now I'm modeling for anybody that wants to hire me. I'm just freelance. I was supposed to be booked for a fashion show out here in Fresno. However, it got postponed to Juneteenth. However, the person that's working on it said that they might do something for me, being that I just traveled all the way from Maryland to here to be.
What fashion show? When it was in Fresno?
Yeah, it was the Spring Fest or something like that.
Oh, I haven't heard of it yet, but so then they are going to do it, but you don't know if you can come to the Juneteenth one?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
that's kind of far
again. Yeah, because I might have something else booked. I know Jamal's supposed to fight again. Hopefully he doesn't get too mad, but for my birthday he's going to fight. He didn't announce it yet on June 13th. So,
wow, who's he going to fight?
We don't know yet. A lot of people be scared to fight him because he's pretty good. I'm going to show you some stuff after this interview.
So, and it's MMA or boxing?
It's boxing. The last person he fought was a boxer and an MMA fighter, but it wasn't enough.
Oh my goodness. So these are just friends who grew up that are also successful?
Yes, ma'am.
So jewelry and this, what do you design more than just sportswear, dresses and stuff eventually?
Yes, I'm also doing suits and all types of things like that. I do need to find some more female models so I can make dresses and etc. But for men, I do have a Boys to Men collection dropping very soon.
Oh wow. So it'll be all ages then.
Yes, ma'am.
That's gotta be hard. So how do you, like you said, like if you had millions of dollars, you would have more shirts at that event. How do you put all this into it?
So honestly, I just have a goal or a plan, something that I say, okay, this is what I want to do, and then I just try my best to get there. It's not really I'd say like, it's not like I'm really thinking too hard or in detail about it. It's like, okay, you want to do this, you want to have this many shirts or this many people, let's just go, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So it's not really something I can explain. It's just more of a, what do you want to do? Okay, we're just going to figure it out and get it done.
Wow, and then you went to school for business?
Yeah, so data analytics and business systems and processes. So I have 2 bachelor's degrees. I got them at the same time. And in the beginning, I did, instead of going to regular high school, I went to the Academy of Health Sciences and got my high school diploma and my associate's degree at the same time. So right now, I'm about to be working on my master's. However, we have to figure out how my scholarship is going to work, because my scholarship gives me funding to attend school while I'm learning. I mean, to attend school and get paid while I'm learning.
That's the way to do it. Wow. So where do you see yourself in, like, I never ask people this, but like, where do you see yourself in like 5-10 years?
5 years, I hope to be doing this at a higher level. 10 years, I hope to be training somebody on how to do everything that I'm doing, so I don't have to do anything.
That's the hope and the dream, right? And then are you trying to get a brick and mortar store?
So we currently have that across from the ice cream shop.
Perfect. So it's a one-stop shop, so I can go shopping, and then again, people gotta go shopping before they go get the ice cream.
Yep. So, well, really not. Get your ice cream first, then go shopping, just in case you want to put on some pounds, you want something a little bit more comfortable. Because you do it the other way, then you're going to have to keep coming back.
Yeah, that's true, right? Oh my gosh, good point. So you actually have a store in Fresno.
Yes, ma'am.
That is so awesome. And then people can buy online?
Yes, ma'am.
Like, so all your people in Maryland, you don't have a store there yet?
No, the reason why I don't really want to store too much in Maryland is because I'll be traveling back and forth, and there are a lot of, like, different variables to that in Maryland. Like, somebody might try to take some stuff out of my store or like steal things, and I don't want that type of thing going on. In California, it's more like luxurious, more up to speed. In Maryland, they're not really there yet.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So I don't really want to give them the opportunity to like take my clothes without paying for them, versus in California, they'll look at it like, okay, this is somebody that's not from out here, he has a store, kind of like Nike or Mary if they came and put a store in California. In Maryland, most of the people grew up with me, so they'll think like, oh, this is just my friend's store, I can go in there and just take this, take that. But it's not that.
I don't even know how you have time to model.
So really, modeling is like, just book me. You call me, book me, I'll show up, I'll model.
What are some of the things that you've done in the past, some modeling stuff?
So the last modeling thing I did was a bunch of promotion videos. I could show you a few of them. It's basically, you know, sweatsuits, jeans.
Do you go to the fashion weeks? Do you attend those at all, or not really?
Not really. I like to do more of in-depth type of, like, when I go do my experiences, I like to go to the actual manufacturer, talk to them and all that. I don't want to be around a bunch of other people and then, like, somebody might be scared to ask a question, or I might not want to ask a question to hold up what's going on. So I'd rather go and just have a one-on-one sit down with whoever I'm like possibly manufacturing with, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then some of the modeling things that I've done, stuff like this. This is one of my friend's sweatsuits. So we did, give me 1 second, like this promotion video.
Oh, nice. Wow, so you were like work from the ground up, like to every detail of it, which is really cool.
Yes, ma'am. And then I helped him design the clothes and everything and coordinate this fashion shoot, because this was some exercise wear that he wanted to release for us.
And did you guys make that in Maryland?
Yes, ma'am.
And who are some of, like, as far as a guy and a girl, who are the top 2 you'd love to see in your designs?
The top 2 I'd love to see in my designs, as a guy, I'd say Jamal Harvey. Like, that's my number 1, and I already got him. And then the girl, you.
Oh, come on.
That's pretty much it.
No, that's really, really cool. So what's the feedback you get from the clothes?
So a lot of it is good, a lot of it is bad. This hoodie right here is alpaca, so the other hoodies, remember how we was talking about starting from the ground up. In the beginning, I just take my logo, put it on something like not really too expensive, and then sell it for like a general price that somebody would be able to afford. A lot of people had problems with that, so I came up with this. Now a lot of people are upset that they can't get this, so they want the other one, if that makes sense. So it's like a lot going on. You just gotta really put out what you want and don't lose yourself while you're doing it, because people are gonna say whatever. So you just have to ignore it.
And how does the jewelry? Because that's like, that's pretty tedious to do jewelry.
Yeah, but it's really trial and error. Just keep trying. Really, you'll figure it out. Like, it's pretty much with anything. Just like with your podcast, you had to start from somewhere. Like, there's a lot of pieces that I hadn't tried and messed up and broke and wasted a lot of, like, metals trying to melt it down and cast it, and wasted stones and lost things and all. You just keep going, keep trying, and eventually you'll get it right. Because this isn't even the best. The next thing I'm going to do is going to be double-sided. It's going to have the tracker in it and all types of stuff.
Wow. Do you ever custom design belly rings? I love belly rings.
No, but I can. I can do whatever you want. We'll figure it out.
I'll be the first. We'll do the custom belly ring. I'll be like, oh, that's it.
Okay, yeah.
That is really cool. So then you learn also what materials you like to work with, huh?
Yep. And then I ask people too, because I work with everybody's budget. So you just let me know what type of stones, or you just tell me what budget that you have, and then we'll go based upon that. Because, like I said, I want everybody to feel as confident as possible. So I would just work with you.
Does modeling help you when you're creating the outfits, because you're putting on other stuff?
Yeah, because I'm getting inspired by a lot of different things. So when I do get inspired, I do take like maybe one thing that I like say something is cursive and I like the way that font is. I might use that font on my next piece. I might like the way that the material feels. Like for Nike, that's something like kind of like that. With my quarter zip sweatsuits, that's perfect. Like that's when I got it together. So it's just trial and error. When you're modeling different pieces, you're gonna understand like, okay, they should have did this. They might have messed up this pocket.
You're sorry.
So I do like the model because it gives you that ability to determine what you would do when it's your turn.
Who's one of your favorite designers?
My favorite designer would have to be, that's a good one. I want to say myself, but I give it my credit to Michael Mary because I do like his work, but a lot of their work ethic isn't where it should be, if that makes sense. I feel like a lot of people are getting too relaxed and too comfortable. But my favorite person to make designs and release pieces is Michael Mary for sure.
Wow, that's really cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're going to follow you. So you mentioned the jewelry is. What are all the Instagrams that we need to be following?
So you all can follow me on Crafty2 Karate, Krafty, the number 2, Kruddy, or you can follow me on Crafty's Luminous Adorn, which is my jewelry page.
Okay, so one's the clothing, one's the jewelry.
Yes,
and then
ma'am.
are you on Facebook and all that stuff? Or?
Yeah, so on Facebook you can look me up as just Karl Brown. That's my government name.
Well, thank you so much for coming. It's such a treat to have you. I mean, because we weren't expecting this, but you're from over there. It's just, I love that you're coming back and forth and getting inspired. Thank you so much for making time to come here.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I am here with the CEO of Plant Cell Technology. So tell us what Plant Cell Technology does.
Sure, it's a pleasure. Thank you for being here, Sparkle. Plant Cell Technology is a biomanufacturer and platform. We are trying to democratize this technology, make it more accessible to the masses, and we manufacture all types of consumables, lab equipment, and media that's used in tissue culture research, whether it be plant or mammalian cells. And so what you see around us is what I like to call a flagship store, right? When you go into a car dealership, you want to tour the car, see all the features, and that's what we built here in Washington, D.C. One of the only plant tissue culture labs in Washington, D.C., located in DuPont Circle. Great access for people coming into D.C. from all over the world. So what we do is two things. Number one, we manufacture all the consumables and media used to grow millions and millions of different cells, whether they're plants or mammalian. Let's focus on plants while we're here. So for example, this here is a grape plant. This is where grapes come from. Now, the beauty of this technology is we can back up and store the genetics of these grapes. So God forbid, if the whole vineyard burns down, they still have their grapes. They still have their flavor profile. So similar to the cloud and big data, you're able to back that up on the cloud. We're using tissue culture to back up genetics. So ecological preservation, plant conservation, and just mass food production all in one technology. And so here in our lab, we have the showroom. We have a whole variety of crops, like probably 80 to 90 different species, carnivorous plants, fruits, different types of house plants. And what we do is we manufacture everything you see here. So from the gel and the media that's used to grow the plants, think of it as like a fertilizer, to the actual containers in which we're growing the plants, and then the lab equipment. So over here we have a patented and patent pending system that fully automates of plants. So you could put this in a warehouse and grow tens of millions of plants at scale, fully automated. Whereas this is still very much a labor-intensive process. So we're stepping up, we're teaching the next generation and the current generation about the science, but also introducing new products and new technology to help us scale to the next level.
So you brought up the grape thing. So
Yeah.
we all have our like favorite year of wine. This was made, and we have to
Sure.
wait for everything to age.
Sure.
With this, can we just go right in to that grape that was that specific year and start like bypass the aging process and then have the wine that we want from like?
I wish.
Okay.
I wish. Now, aging is still something that's necessary within
Okay.
grape technology. However, there is a process where you can extract whether it's enzymes or secondary metabolites from growing cells. So for example, instead of growing olives, I can grow olive cells and take all the beneficial nutrients from those olive cells to develop supplements. So there
Okay.
are ways to bypass the natural product and actually create supplements, vitamins, nutrients, or medicines. That's something some researchers are doing and some companies are doing around the world. But unfortunately, when it comes to grapes and wine, nothing beats the natural process of aging grapes. With that being said, you have your favorite vineyard in Sonoma or Napa.
Okay.
If a fire burns down that vineyard, where are they going to get their plants from, right? This is how we can protect them. And this applies to every major natural disaster. Farmers need genetic backups of their crops. The best corn, the best soybeans, the best tobacco, the best flowers. It takes years and years, sometimes hundreds of years of selective breeding, farmers who've passed down crops generation over generation. And sometimes we can't control nature, but what we can do is we can utilize science to protect nature's most delicate species, and with unpredictability, this technology gives us security.
So it does help farmers because I'm from California,
Sure.
where there's a lot of
fires.
farmers that are a lot of fires. A lot of farmers are going out. It's becoming water is impossible to get. You know, farming is just totally changed. But when
Yeah.
they see stuff like this, do they get nervous? Like now, doing because now people can still take the Sonoma farms
Sure.
and then do that somewhere else. So how do you work with them to where
Great
we know
question.
like we need you and
Sure.
them at the same time?
It's a great question. So twofold. One major benefit of plant tissue culture, what we're doing here is you don't need a lot of water. So for example, instead of watering plants, this actually keeps the plants saturated, gives them enough water for, it could be up to years at times, depending on how much
We're not over or under.
media.
It's just the right amount,
This
right?
is just the right amount, so we're not wasting water. On the other hand, when it comes to farmers, we need farmers more than ever, because at the end of the day, this is step one. This is a incubator. This is the NICU for plants, right?
Okay.
These are where plants are born, but we still need the farmers to raise them, to care for them, to grow them up to full potential.
Okay.
So the way that we see working with farmers is helping them actually create backups of their most important genetics, their crops that keep them alive, that help them sustain their business, while also providing them with tens of thousands of healthy, disease-free clones that they can then plant in their fields. So instead of having to plant seeds every single year, farmers have 10,000 rootstock ready to go and ready to plant. So we're basically cutting out anywhere from 3 weeks to 2 months of sowing seeds and the very beginning of the harvest. And so we definitely need our farmers. And I think what's necessary and what hasn't happened yet is the connection between the science and the big ag industry and ag tech to the farmers. We want to provide them this technology.
you guys want to work together, essentially.
Absolutely. We need our farmers. We are not a country without our farmers, right? My wife's family actually comes from a family of tobacco farmers. They do tobacco, beachgrass, cotton, whole variety, soy in North Carolina. So they need this technology. I believe our farmers in the United States need this technology, and we don't want to leave them behind. We need to integrate them into what we're doing with tissue culture. And so I think they exist together. It's a symbiotic relationship when it comes to farming and it comes to nurseries helping provide ready to go, disease-free rootstock that farmers can use.
What's one of the biggest misconceptions? Because like you said, we all work together, but I think with something so off of what somebody's ever conceived or visualized, we're like, okay, wait, how is this going to work? So what's one of the biggest misconceptions that you get on a daily basis?
The first thing is when people look at tissue culture, they think GMO. The
Okay.
reality is this technology is used for genetically modified foods. It doesn't mean all of the plants in here are genetically modified. So you need this technology to do the GMO process. But not all of this is GMO'd, and none of these plants in this lab are GMO'd. So I think people have a big misconception about genetically modified plants. They're not sure about whether they're healthy or not, what they should eat, what they shouldn't eat. But in reality, tissue culture is already responsible for a large amount of the berries that you eat, whether it's banana or blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries. A lot of those are grown in labs to start. Bananas as well. A large percentage of the bananas in the world and major fruits are started in tissue culture. And then think of all the flowers. The reason you can get a white orchid or a white Phalaenopsis orchid at Trader Joe's every single season, or every Valentine's Day you can get the same pink orchid, is because they're all clones. So this technology exists in our everyday life. It's nothing new. But what we're interested in doing, and I think the big misconception is, how do we take this technology and apply it for better food sustainability initiatives, better ecological and conservation related initiatives? Because I think a lot of the technology is controlled and used by the biggest corporations in the world, who are very much interested in select crops, which are very important to the ecosystem, while at the same time, with kind of our classes, our education, we're trying to introduce the next generation of scientists, start caring, start conserving plants that they care about, whether they be carnivorous plants, which you can eat them, they look pretty, but how useful are they? I mean, they're important to our ecological system, right? Food crops like grapes, teaching people how to do this and create sustainable agriculture where they are. And this is not just in the United States. Every country is realizing that the supply chain is fragile, war is uncontrollable, and we need to figure out countries need to figure out how to supply their local populations with food, with all types of plants and plant material that supports the infrastructure of their environment. So number one, biggest misconception, this is all GMO. That's just not true. Number two, biggest misconception is this isn't natural. This is all natural. We're using seaweed. So this is a gelling agent that's completely vegan, and it feeds the plants, and all the nutrients that we're using are used in our farms. It's similar to like a fertilizer base. So this is an all-natural process. We're just having more control over how the plant is grown than in a traditional field where you plant a seed and wish for the best. You know, here we can tell the plant whether we want it to grow shoots, or whether we want it to grow roots, or whether we want it to grow callus, which is undifferentiated cells. So we have a lot more control over how that plant is grown. And we're introducing that plant in an environment that allows it to succeed. So walk with us. Let me show you a little bit more about what we're doing here. So we have all types of plant species where we're running different tests. What I'm most excited about is the implications of how automation and machine learning and robotics can really improve the way that we not only produce food, but the scale at which we produce food and the cost at which we produce food. I don't believe we have a problem feeding the world. We have a logistics problem.
Right.
We know how to grow food for 6-7 billion people. We just don't distribute it properly. And so with technology like this, we're able to go into countries that are overly reliant on importing, countries like the United States that also import a substantial amount of crops, and provide solutions that enable mass production of genetically identical disease-free plants that can feed populations, that can plant trees that we need for ecological preservation. So this is the first step, and the first step is automation and robotics. And we're still using labor. So Francisco here, our lab director, still needs to help guide the system. But with full automation, we can change the way that we look at sustainable agriculture and provide a future for a growing population. So here I can show you we have some grapes growing in this temporary immersion bioreactor. And what that means is everything we taught you about with tissue culture in that gel made out of seaweed, we just remove that gel. So this liquid is filled with sugar, with nutrients, and we rotate it like a little chicken spit that you're rotating as you're cooking chicken. This is patented as well. And then we place it in the light, and the grapes grow. And we cut them up and place them in more containers, and they just continue to grow and grow and grow, and you start to see what they look like as they get bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is a carnivorous plant native to, I believe, North Carolina. A lot of plant poachers would pull these out of the ground, sell them to people, and really wreak havoc on the ecosystem. So this is why it's important, where we can stop plant poaching and better support conservation efforts by the government and local organizations, NGOs that care, by giving them technology that can fix this, amongst other things.
Is this like going to be something that's accessible to the average person? Like, instead of coming to my backyard and look at my garden, well, come to my basement and check out my garden. Is it going to become that widespread at some point?
That's a great question. I think we're trying to lead that revolution. Right?
Okay.
Our shtick is democratizing plant tissue culture for the masses. 20 years ago, if you wanted to get into this, you'd have to get a undergraduate degree, probably in biology or chemistry, and then you'd have to pursue a master's or a grad program in bioengineering, biotechnology. And even so, you might get only a couple of hours in the lab. What we want to do is make this more of a trade skill, right? You get your electrician degree, you get your plumbing skill set. We want to also give you your lab and aseptic technique skill set, where you can apply this technology, you can work in a lab. And so what we've done is we've developed master classes and really curriculum, videos, content. So about 6 years ago we started, and we've been making videos and putting out blogs and all free education so that people can learn how to do this. And so in 2020, when people were making bread starters or learning how to do funny dances on TikTok, we were teaching people how to do plant tissue culture.
That is
and
really
so
awesome.
From there, we've developed a variety of tools that they can do in their own homes. So the idea of the lab is now morphed into, a lab is based on the conditions that you create. So we've designed clean air boxes where you can work from a small desk instead of buying a laminar flow hood, which may cost $15,000, $20,000. So it's all about accessibility and education. And those are the two things that I believe we do different than the rest of the industry. Is we want the next generation of scientists to trust us and to look towards us as providers of the supplies they need, the equipment they need, and the education they need to be successful. And so far, a lot of our customers actually have started businesses selling plants, selling tissue culture supplies. They've been able to actually penetrate the market successfully.
Felt right in the moment, felt right in the summertime. It felt right drinking cherry wine with you. Just wanted to own it, just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here, oh, we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you. Now I must confess here, oh, I must confess, dear, don't think I'm in love with you. Winter is coming and I don't know what to do, and there's no more use in running, no more running to you. And I don't want your loving, I don't wanna be just friends, knowing all this time we were playing pretend.
It's a mystery.
Hi, I'm Sparkle Sujin, and I am the host of the Everything Sparkle Show. I would like to invite you to come and hang out with me every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, as I interview the world one guest at a time. Everything Sparkle is available on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and CMAC.tv. Plus, if you're in the Central California area, you can watch on Comcast Xfinity Channel 93 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99. Hope to see you there.
There's a moment, right before a decision becomes permanent. That's when the questions start to matter. Because bad decisions can change everything. We're not who you call after. We're who you call before. I'm Michael from Atlantis Private Investigations. When you have questions, your answers are